Hi there, Michelle with Crafty Servings. Coming on at night. I haven't done that for quite a while. All right, let me pull me up on my computer so I can actually read comments. Until I get my new glasses, I'm going to have a hard time seeing. I think you can hear me. I don't have my microphone on, but I turned on the voice enhancements. Oh, good, good, good. All right. Hello, Kathy. So as you come on, make sure you say hi. Let me know you're out there. We're going to be decorating on this hat tonight. It will be, I think it is super cute. You can do so many things with hats. And if you don't wear hats, you can do this on a cute bag, like a canvas bag or, something else, or a different kind of hat. You can certainly do that too. So do it on a garden flag or do it, there's so many things you can do the same thing. We're going to be making flannel flower, say that many times. Hello, Kim and Linda. And we're going to do a dragonfly. All right, so we're going to make them with the canvas. I've got material here for the dragonfly, and we're going to put that together on this hat. And I think it's going to be super, super cute. So we might add, I had debated, I have some tulle here that would be cute too. I have this lace. We might put a little lace behind the flower. Let's see. Hello, Kathy. Miss Kara, hello. All right, so this might actually be really cute, just putting a little of this behind the flower. We might do that. All right. Let me show you what I did for, I already sewed some of the flower. So I'm going to show you on the dragonfly, but it's the same stitching that I did for the flower. So for the flower, basically I did two sizes. Let me just show you. So probably about this, just make it like a big petal shape. It doesn't have to be perfect. Each one does not have to be exactly the same. That's all I did for the flowers. Okay. And I did a littler piece. Same thing. Just cut it, but make it a little bit littler. And I did 5 of each. And I'll show you them right away. That's as easy as it gets. And so this is going to be going together like this. But I did do stitching on them. If you want to do the hand stitching, you can. If you use sewing machine, use the sewing machine. Let me show you the stitching I did. It's just simple stitching around the outside. And I will do that on the dragonfly pieces. But it's the same stitching. But here you can see all I did was do a little bit of stitching. Okay, I feel like it's right in my eyes. A little bit of stitching right around the pieces. Okay. Hello, Carol. I love this material too. The material is from Hobby Lobby. That's the only flannel fabric they have right now for fall. It's just sitting over there by itself. And it's not on sale this week. It was last week. So next week, fabric will be on sale again, where you can get it 40% off. Okay, so I have 5 of each. I have 5 of the larger ones and 5 of the smaller, and we're going to set them aside. Then my template for doing the dragonfly. So you might get away with a skinnier one like this. I'm going to try a little bit fatter now. I did a skinnier one. We're going to try a little flatter. All I did was fold a piece of paper in half and like this. And cut it like that. All right, so it is probably, let me tell you, I would say it's about 2 inches. One side looks fatter than the other though. Let me just see. Line that up again. Just trim it out. I want the dragonfly to be a little bit even. Okay. So this is the one I used earlier for practice. It's a little bit skinnier in the middle, but I think I'm going to go with a little wider for that one. And for the fabric I'm going to use for the dragonfly is this green fabric. So it goes really, really good with this flannel. But I want it to be able to offset a little bit. Please pop beads laying on my table here. I'll show you a new tool I'm using too for doing the dragonfly. You don't need it. You don't need it, but all right. So I've just got this. This is folded in half when you buy material. This is a 1/4 yard. It's absolutely a scrap fabric kind of craft that you can do here. Hello, Barb. Hello, Melanie and Shanna. Hello. So I just pinned it. If you want, double stick tape works perfectly well too. And I'm just going to cut out because I want 2 of them. That's why the fabric is folded. When you buy fabric, it's always folded anyhow. So unless you buy the fat quarters, then that's actually folded even more. These dragonflies are so cute and they're so easy. I saw earrings on, let me tell you, I want to tell you the inspiration. I saw dragonfly earrings on, it was on Pinterest. Let me see. Something angel. The smiling angel. So I want to give her credit. She had really cute dragonfly earrings. So I went about trying to make them. And not earrings. We're not doing them as earrings. We're doing it as like a pin. Actually, we may end up gluing it on too. All right, so I've got my 2 pieces here. Okay, now I'm going to show you. So this, I already prepared them. We're going to, let's see, is this enough for one? Maybe not. We're going to do both of these. I'm going to show you the sewing. It's quick and easy. Did y'all have a good Memorial Day? Definitely want to be grateful to all those heroes who lost their lives for us. That's what Memorial Day is about. So that we can be free. And honestly, this is the best country. Some may not think so, but it is. So, all right. Hello, Janet. You love dragonflies, Kathy. Hello, Cindy. All right. So I just put a knot at the bottom of my string, and I'm going to start in the middle. And I'm just going to bring it in. I think you can see that. Maybe a 1/4 of an inch, maybe not quite. I don't want it right on the edge because that'll pull out these strings. This fabric frays real easily. And the fraying is okay. So I'm just going to bring it around just so that it makes, we're making it edging like that. And then we're just going to move up or down, whichever is easier for you, maybe 1/8 of an inch. And do that again. We're going to do that all the way around. Now, I'm not going to pull it really tight. You can, if you really want that gathered look on the edge, you certainly can do that. But we're just going to just keep doing it around here. Absolutely, Kim. Oh, no, it stormed and rained. We had a beautiful day here today. It was sunshiny and about 70 degrees. It was just beautiful. I was sitting on our back deck here for a while today. It wasn't even too hot there because it's on the south side, so the sun could get really hot there. But it was beautiful. I actually played with this a little bit out there. I took Mr. Cash for a walk later. All right. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Just do it all around. I'm going to keep going. So if I'm not responding to comments, I apologize. I just want to really get this part done. And if it shifts over a little, I want to be able to see that green in between each stitch. I just take the needle and shift it over a little. Not a big deal if you don't do that. Oh, potato salad and burgers, yum. We had a big party yesterday at my son's house. It was first communion and 2 birthdays. So he has 4 children and we celebrated 3 of them yesterday. So of course I had to bring a little something for the 4th too. She needed something. Hello, Kathy. Look at that, got up on that tip a little. I just take the needle and shift that string down. So I'm trying to hold it so you can see. The string might get a little tangled and start twisting a little. To untwist it, just let it drop. And we'll do that again. Were they bad storms, Kim? I don't know what the rest of the country had this weekend. Was there any bad storming? I didn't even have the news or weather on at all. All right, just keep going all the way around. I mean, you can see this really doesn't take long. I'm halfway done with this one, and then we have the one more to do. And if it starts fraying too much that the needle pulls right out as soon as you put it in, then just put the needle in farther. It's okay. But because sometimes, it might be that you're too close to the edge and it's like you're pulling the stitches out when you get too close to the edge. Yeah, just go in a little bit farther. It's all right. Hello, Paula. Oh, good, Kim. Hello, Linda. I wasn't sure if I'd get anybody on tonight. Being tomorrow, I'll go back to work. It's sort of like a normal, everybody has a 3-day weekend. This is sort of like a normal for me. Monday is usually my day off. So going back to work tomorrow, it's sort of like normal, other than there's some people at work that there's one other that has off on Mondays. So it'll be like going back on a Monday. All right, and then just going up around that corner again. Almost done with this one. If you want to skip this step, you can, but you will probably, depending upon the fabric, you might have a lot more fraying. You could also, if you want, just go straight around stitching. If you know how to do it, just do a running stitch, you could do that. If you're a sewer on a sewing machine, you can certainly do that. But I like this look. I love, it makes it look a little bit rustic to me. All right, last one. And then I want to knot it off on the same side that I started that knot on. So I'm just going to grab the back of one of those strings and just put the needle through that loop that you just made. We're going to do that a couple times. Maybe even catch another. So you got that loop, put the needle back through there and just pull it tight. That one's done. All right, we have one more to do and then we can make this dragonfly. It's fine here. I even opened up the door. It is, I am making a hat. We're decorating a hat tonight. So we're putting a flower and a dragonfly on the hat. A string of beads? Yes, it would. Yes, it would. You'll see how we're doing this dragonfly. We are using some beads, okay? We are, and we're using some wire. So Kathy, we're decorating a hat with a flower. I already showed these petals. We're doing the same stitching around these petals. So you do 5. This is it's flannel. This was that really pretty flannel fabric that I got at Hobby Lobby. I love this flannel. So we did 5 this side and I did 5 this side. So I did that prior to coming on. Now we're doing this green flat fabric. I cut 2 that size and we're going to be making dragonfly. And I'm just doing that same stitch that I did on the flower. So this way you know what to do on the flowers. You're just going around, go back underneath, and go maybe over 1/8 of an inch and just keep doing that all the way around. And you just have that stitch all the way around there. You love the flannel. I do too. It is, I think, absolutely my favorite flannel. No problem coming in late. I'm glad you're on. Did you do embroidery? I know how to embroider. My mom did tons of embroidering. I have some old aprons that she made that I wanted to get made into bears, memory bears. And they're so pretty. They've got all her hand embroidery on. I probably have like at least a dozen of them, if not more. Okay, the one stitch ended up on the other side of the point. I just wanted to loosen it up a little and shift it back over to this side. So that's all. Can you hear that? The highway is probably a quarter, maybe not quarter mile away from here that he was on. Maybe not quite a quarter. Did you hear that? That was so loud. Somebody trying to show off. Hopefully he doesn't get hurt. Yeah, bears will be beautiful with them. I know I showed them on a live, I think, the aprons that I found that my mom had. Found them when we were cleaning out the house prior to my brother moving into there when my mom was in assisted living. So I think it was then when I found them. Yeah, I think it was probably about a year after Mom moved into assisted living. I found them. I don't think I'm going to make the bears. I think I've got somebody else that I want to get a hold of to make the bears. I used to make bears, and man, they're time consuming. And there's somebody that I see, and she actually comments on a lot of my posts that makes beautiful, cute bears, and she does like embroidery noses and things like that. Mine aren't that details that I had made. Hello, Mary Beth. How are you? Sounds like a teenager in your neighborhood. It very well could have been a teenager or a young 20-year-old. Who knows? I just hope they don't get hurt when they do that. That always scares me on their bikes. All right, almost all the way around. And then we'll be ready to make. It doesn't take long to make a dragonfly. They're actually really pretty easy, but they're so cute. And you can make so many different, I'll show you a couple different ones that I made. And I'll show you how I made them. Okay, I'm all the way around. Now I'm just going to catch again the string on the back. And it creates this loop before you pull it all the way in. Just put that needle through there and it creates a knot. We're going to do that a couple times and get a good knot there. A little extra knot there. All right, so those are our two pieces. We're done with the sewing. Now we're going to do the dragonflies. Should I show you the dragonflies? So I won't show you the one with this fabric yet. But so this is one I was just practicing, but it wouldn't go with this, not with this flower, okay? But this is what we're doing, these dragonflies. Isn't that cute? And this one you're going to be able to see better. These are like actually old beads of my mom's too. So isn't that pretty? So that's what we're going to do. So those are made, I started with, these are called eye pins, but I'm not going to use these to start. Oh, thank you, Kathy. He is such a ham. You know he will not look at the camera. He won't. He comes on here and lays his head and looks that way. He will not. When I'm trying to take pictures, he will not look at the camera. He's constantly turning his head. So this is the eye pin. That's how I did it. And they're a little bit smaller, but with the tool I'm using, I'm going to show you a new tool that I got. We're just using then plain wire. Let's see. I'm just going to use, this is 64 millimeter, 22 gauge. And I'm just going to take a size of this and just cut a piece off. This is way bigger than what I need, but I want to show you. That's sort of cool. So this gadget is called a one-step big looper. It's a little bit expensive, but I always thought I want to make more jewelry, and to make the loops, that was my big struggle, is making the loops. This is the 3 millimeter size that it makes, but this is what it, oh, I'm sorry, it's backwards. I know it's backwards. I can't flip. It's called One Step Big Looper. If you need a link, I can give you a link to it. Okay, and basically what it does, I just want to straighten up this end. So it'll cut off the piece if it's too long. You put it, see if you can put it, you put it through here, and it should go into a hole here. I have to be closer so I can see this, and then I'll show you. That edge is crooked. We'll do it this way. It's hard when it's darker. Okay, so you can see it's sticking out through that hole. And let me turn this around so you can see. Okay, we got that. So what it's going to do is this little silver bar there, it's going to wrap it around, and it'll cut off what's inside, what's outside of here. It'll cut it off, and it'll make that loop. So I'm just going to show you where we just squeeze this handle together, and it came on. I have to just do it. It'll work. It cut it, but it didn't twist it because I wasn't holding it. Okay, we're gonna put it in. And it doesn't even have to go into that hole there. You can have it just up to it, but if it's longer than that, it will stay there. So I'm just gonna wrap it and squeeze it tight. And I didn't have it all the way in there again. But then I just finished it off like this. It worked so good before. It worked so good. Maybe when we finish off this dragonfly, it'll work better. Okay. So I've just got my loop. It really honestly worked so good my first couple of times. And I haven't done it since. But it does work. But if you can just twist it, if you know how to just twist it, twist it. All right, so next we're gonna get some beads out here. Now I want some beads that are gonna go along with this flannel fabric. You get the greens and that in there and this. So first you wanna start off with like a big head bead. And the ones I have, now these are all beads, I think probably from Hobby Lobby. This is like a really cute design kind of bead. I don't know if you can see it, but we're gonna put that on first, and that's the head. And then we're gonna take these. Now, you want the knot side to the back, so it's gonna fold like this. It's gonna fold up like that. I find it easier to leave it open just because sometimes it's hard to get it through the 2 layers, but I just put it down through there and I'm gonna bring it up through this side and that creates that fold then. Yeah, it's just right through there. Okay, so it's gonna be 1. And then we're going to do the next one. Same thing. We're going to bring it right down through there. You're making the clothespin angels. Awesome. All right. Well, maybe you'll have to start making these now and then bring it back through there. All right. So there's our wings. Now we're going to add another one that's same size. Okay, and there was strings of beads at Hobby Lobby that have multiple kind of varied. Some of them had though like really, like it was a string of beads that you buy. And you know, they all fit together, they all look pretty, but some of them ended up where they have these really big holes in the center that are too big to work with this. But what I'm going to do is some of them work good. So I'm going to take another one that's sort of big, and we're going to put that one there. We're going to gradually make it a little bit smaller. Just going to feed that onto there. And then, so I had 2 different strings there. But this is all, you can use just all what's from one string too. Okay, so we're going to string on. This is like a little, I'll show you. Okay, get it on here. It's like a little, can you see that? Like a little flower. All right. Then we're going to add on, there is, I saw some that had like shiny, thought there were some shiny ones in here. Here I probably used the only one that there was. Oh, there it is. I saw it. It has little sparkle in it. I'm going to feed that on. And then I've got some other sizes in here. That this is like just sort of scrapping together. I'm trying to see. I I thought I had another kind in here too. Oh, they're right in with the same here. Okay. You just finding beads that you think will work. So this is just like a little, I'm getting a little bit smaller now. All right. We're going to do a couple of them. There was a green, see, this was a green string of like these size. I know it's hard to see. It was green and taupes. So of like those kind. So I was just, Hobby Lobby has a wall of them. All right, we got that. And now we're just going to go to smaller, these are like bronze looking. And we're going to get a few smaller ones. And we'll probably end up with some seed beads. And I'll show you. I know this is so hard for you to see, but I'll show you as we're going. See, we got some bronze ones we're adding on now. We'll do a couple of those little round ones, and then we'll add a couple seed beads at the very end. So let me see, how many did I do in that one? Okay, so now let's do some seeds. Seed beads, which are the real tiny. I'm impressed I'm getting them on with my glasses right now. Hello, Chris. All right, we'll do one more of these, and then we'll make the end of it. But I'll show you. Okay. So we just went bigger to smaller. All right, now we're going to try and do this again. Feed it in. Now I can't bring it all the way up because I got those beads on here. Let's see. I'm going to try and screw those beads back down. So I'm just playing with this gadget. It did really work good before. There, it worked. I'll get that out of there, open it up. And you see, it does make it almost all the way closed, but I'll show you. We gotta bring that one back on. Get back on there. I'll show you as soon as, here, I had to try and get my finger out of the way without losing them. This is how far it makes it, the ring. Can you see that? Like that. And then all I do is finish closing that up. So it makes that nice round where I was terrible at doing that nice round whenever I did earrings. Okay. Here's your dragonfly. Okay, and you can curl the tail as you want. You can do whatever. Gina, the Clothespin Angels, go look at my YouTube channel. Okay, in my YouTube channel, they're on there. So my YouTube channel is Crafty Servings, and I've got a video on there. You can find them. Okay. Cute, cute, cute. All right, so now let's get our hat out. So we've got this. It's so, isn't that the cutest thing? It's so cute. All right, let's decorate our hat now. So, get rid of all my wires. And then, of course, I got a button. I pulled out a big button. It looks real rustic. I don't know why this flower's laying here from the other day. The petals would be really cute taking the petals apart on there. You're welcome. All right, so I think we might use a little lace too. I think that would be really cute when we lay these on. All right, should I get my model out? Let me get my model out. I had a bare head and I had this wig. I was gonna craft with this wig one time. I got it at like St. Vinny's, but it looked very clean. All right, so let me show you my thought of what I'm gonna do. The flowers I want to bring down a little bit on here. Let me just show you. We're gonna lay the flowers out on top of each other like this. And I'm just gonna do glue. I'm just gonna glue them a little bit. And one more here. Okay, it's gonna be like that. And I'm going to glue like just part of it. I'm not gonna glue the top edges. Okay, do you like my model? Should we name my model? What should we name my model? Okay. And then we're going to put these 5 are going to be in the middle of these, like this. And this big button is going to go right in the center. See that? Isn't that cute? Super, super cute. The button, I'm going to string some string in, but I think putting some of this lace out. I'm going to do the lace after. No, I want to do the lace before. And then the dragonfly, my thought is I'm going to put that probably like up on top here, something like that or something. We'll figure out where we'll put that. Would that be really cute? It'd be really cute. Oh, she's caught in the hair, just like my halo was caught in my hair the other day. Did you see my post? So that's what I'm doing. But I think I can always trim this back if I don't like it. Did you see my halo post? All right, we're gonna lay this out like this. Always trim it. Going backwards here. I'll just round off these edges. We may have to make it smaller. But I think that's going to be really, really cute. Let's do 2 of these. So if we do that and we do this, we're just going to lay that on there like that. And I think that's going to be super cute like that. All right. And then we're going to start with that one right there. All right. So I am going to get a little bit. I'm using the Beacon 3-in-1. Oh, somebody's asking. It's backwards. I know. Whoops. Bring it in here. Beacon 3-in-1. It's the kind I use almost all the time. It dries clear. And it's waterproof. Now, I would not wash it. But it's certainly a hold up if you're just going around in the rain or whatever. It'll hold up. See, I'm going to turn it that way. Let me get... Okay. So we're going to start off. We're going to do it like that. And all I'm going to do is like the bottom half of it. Give me a headache. Just the bottom half. And then it's got to overlap a little bit. sort of stringy. And we can shift it a little if we need to. I don't want to shift it too much because I don't want to see the glue now that I'm putting it on there. And look at how fast I mean, honestly, it sets up so fast, especially when it comes to fabric. It sets up so fast. I mean, it's not coming off. Stella. Okay, we got a Stella here. Look at how cute that is with that lace behind there. And that glue goes right through the lace, so that's going to really hold it down. You'll have a little, we might have to trim a little bit, but I don't know. Okay, now we're going to put these little doodads in the middle. And I'm putting them now, when I put them on, I'm going to put like it's over the seam of each one because I've got 5 of them too. And I'm just going to do that bottom half again. Can you see what I'm doing? It's going on that way. And I've got it right to the center because that center is going to be covered up with a button. Curly Sue, that's another cute one. Oops. One left. Look at how sweet that is. Look at how sweet. All right, let me just a piece of fabric and wipe off my tip of this. I'm going to close it up for a second while we string some string through the button. Okay, so I've just got this rustic old button looking. I think we're gonna probably the same brown. Well, you probably won't see the brown though. I wonder, do I have a green laying out here? I think I got some green over here. That looks sort of good. Let's do a green one. I will keep aware of this. I wear hats, you know I do. All right, and I'm doing this string so it ties on the top. See if I like that. I made a total mess of that. Let's start that again. Total total mess. Try that again. Annabelle would be cute too. Let's see, do I want to, you know what? I'm not going to have the string on the top. I was going to tie the knot on the top and have that as a texture, but I'm not going to. I'm going to tie it in the back. And then I'm going to glue it on. I'm not going to sew it on. Even though it looks like I got string in here, we're just going to glue. Just going to glue right on there. Make a dragonfly pin and put it in my shop. I actually have pin backs too. All right, I'm gonna hold this on here now a minute just so it stays in place. So this will take a minute to set up. It's gonna be so cute. That's why I said on here, Kathy, is you don't have to do this as a hat. You could do it, on a pillow or a canvas bag, anything like that. You don't have to do it on a hat. Okay. Isn't that cute? Just like that. Just like that. Okay, I am going to keep going back here and pushing that button down though to make sure it stays in here. Let's get that dragonfly. Where'd we, is this the one I made? There he is. So, I was thinking of pinning it on with like a rustic pin, but all my rusty pins are big. I have just big ones. All right, let me see how we want this. Maybe like that. What do you think? What do you think? Like that? Do you like that? Oh, that would be cute on a bracelet too. I love this. I love it. Do you like it like that? My other thought was I could have put the flower up here and I could have put the dragonfly down here. I have another, but I think I would have had to have the dragonfly down. So if you don't want to make your own dragonflies, I have these. Let me put it on. I got these. These are like earrings just the earring pieces that you can put together for an earring or a necklace. I got them at Hobby Lobby also. There were 2 of them. I thought that would be super cute. Pin, like I could just put that on the top like that, but I think that would take away. That would take away from here. See, by not gluing all the way down to the bottom of the fabric, see how the fabric lifts up some? That's what I wanted to get at. All right, so let's put this on like this. So I'm just gonna do, I think, a little bit of glue on there, and I might have to put a little glue underneath. The other thing, I do have my Totally Dazzle, my rhinestones here. We could add some rhinestones to this hat too. so cute. All right, we're just going to hold that on there a second. So what's her name? Annabelle or Stella or Curly Susie? I'm really starting like a headache going on here. But look at how you can curl that tail of the dragonfly any way you want. I could turn that. It's just wire, so you can flip it whatever way you want. Make sure as you're coming on, you're commenting. Say hi. Let me know you're out there. Pretty soon we'll have the random act of kindness drawing. I scroll and see comments. And Hattie, oh, that's a cute one. Yeah, so make sure, I gotta see comments. I can see is watching, but you gotta comment to be picked, okay? That's super cute. Should we put a few little rhinestones around? So if you have to unlay it, you could do these dragonflies with other fabrics too. Like this is actually just a cotton fabric. And didn't that turn out cute? Those were old beads that were from one of Mom's necklaces. Super cute. This was another flannel one. This one is a darker one. But it's just a flannel. So just be creative. You can make so many cute ones. But oh my gosh, I'm in love with this. All right, let's just make sure that's on. Make sure this is on. Oh, super, super cute. Should we add some rhinestones? So the fabric, that flannel fabric is from Hobby Lobby. Both of them actually. The green fabric is also Hobby Lobby. The lace, I don't know. That's Hobby Lobby too. Lace actually today, so it'd be all week, was actually on sale. So, all right, let's put some rhinestones. I've got some of these like taupe color that would be really, really cute in there and pretty. If we just do a little bit of that. You love the colors? Awesome. Thank you. So I'm just going to do like maybe like little dots. Like 3 little dots. Actually, we'll just, that was pretty big. This does dry clear. That was a big dot. I think I'll bring out my other kind. It will go on easier. Okay, put that there. So it'll dry clear, but I'm going to use the other kind now. I'll add some little sparkle to this. You love the dragonfly? Awesome, I'm glad. And it was so easy, right? So I want to make sure that's pressed good in on there. All right, let's do some in a few places. I'm just putting 3 little dots. This is clear. And obviously will dry clear. Then the other one will dry clear though too. This one is a little easier to control. So, yeah, turn it. That's just cute, cute, cute. Let's do a little more. You love the birds? You can hear them out there? Yeah. If, you know, the one year, and I don't know that I even necessarily heard them this year, is the spring peepers that we have. We have, it should be pretty soon. We should start hearing them at night. The frogs, the spring peeper frogs. Just crazy how loud they are at night here. If they were out tonight, I would take my phone over there when I'm done here and let you listen to them. It's so peaceful listening to them, but they're so loud. So just adding a little sparkle. Can you see that? We'll do a couple more. You love sparkle, Ruth? Do you love sparkle? That's going to fall off. So these are totally dazzled rhinestones. You can certainly get rhinestones anywhere. You can get rhinestones at Hobby Lobby or any craft store too. Okay, so that's 4. Let's do one more up here. Then we got an odd number. You love the sparkle? It is dark outside. It is. Yeah, it's just that it's almost dark. You can see a little bit of the sky yet. One night when the spring peepers start up, I'll come on a live again at night, and it's completely dark when I'm out there when they start. And they're just so loud, but it sounds so cool. You would be able to hear them even during a live, like right now. You'd be able to hear them. Uh-oh. Okay, I think we're good now. Do we... That's really cute. I could do another like set over here. I feel like I need one over here. You have deer in your yard every night? We had one walk through our backyard. We're like in a village. We had one walk through our backyard last week, just in the middle of the day. He was in not a hurry to go anywhere. That's so cool to see them, right, Barb? That's just really, really super cute. You know, I know you're supposed to be odd number, but I don't think it really matters on here. What do you think? How do you like that? Do you like who's Stella? Stella was the first name I saw. But so pretty. Let's try it. It's too. You got this hat at Hobby Lobby too. I love hats, by the way. I love hats, but super cute. I love it. I love it. Stella, you're replaced. You're replaced. Do you love it? Isn't it? Oh, I love it. So cute. And it was so easy, right? It was really easy what I did. All right. Okay. Should we do random act of kindness drawing? He's starting to have their babies soon. Are they? We've my son-in-law, like out at the farm we have, it's a farm and we don't have animals on it other than the wild ones that are out there. My son-in-law came across a baby, just a fawn. It just had to be hours old, all curled up in a field. Just 2 days ago he was turkey hunting and he came across it and he saw where the doe was. So you don't touch them when they're like that. I saw that one time too. It was the coolest thing. They're so little. They're just curled up and they look up at you with their big eyes. They're so cute. I love how this turned out. So I will, Susan. All right, let's do a random act of kindness drawing. Barb Wildlund. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. Wildlund. I'm sorry. You know who you are. Private message me your mailing address. I will get you happy mail. Please do a random act of kindness for someone. I've got 2 other people out there. I know Vicky and one other person I have to send happy mail out to yet. I was going to send last Monday and I didn't get it out today either. Time is getting away. I promise I would get them out. So, all right. Thank you, Kathy. You have a wonderful night too. Everybody have a wonderful night. I don't remember if I thank you. Oh, you're welcome, Kathy. Like I said, I know I have 2 to send out. One is Vicky Allen and the other one, I don't remember the name, but I've got it. And I told them I'd send it out on Monday. Well, it didn't get out today. Well, it's Memorial Day. It wasn't open either, but so I have to get it out this week. So I promise I get them out though. And if I ever forget, if you don't get one in a couple of weeks, you have to let me know again. All right. But private message me. So, all right. Y'all have a great night. And I'm going to enjoy my hat. I just love it. So, all right. We'll talk to y'all soon.